What's happening in this video, I'm going to go through pretty much the foundation of your recovery from training. Some of you are doing home workouts, some of you are doing sprint sessions, conditioning sessions, getting back ready to eventually at some stage go back out in the pitch, which is good. But we need to have a look at all those things to make sure that our training and the adaptations that we are potentially making to those sessions or from those sessions are as good as we can make them. Before you jump on the bandwagon of getting massage guns, mountain of supplements, ice baths, whatever else you can name that's touted as key for recovery, it all starts at the very end of your session. So you've just gone through your session, an hour, hour and a half, 45 minutes, whatever it is. You've stimulated whatever adaptations that you're hoping to make, whether it's speed, strength, circuit session, doesn't matter what it is. During that session, your sympathetic nervous system is the one that gets stimulated. I've written an article about this before, so if you haven't, go and read it. And it's just how the brain is responsible for everything. The brain and the body itself is actually split up into the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is responsible for the secretion of adrenaline, increased heart rate, increased breathing rate, increased size of your actual, the vessels in your lungs. So all the positive adaptations that you need to get a good session done, that's what the sympathetic nervous system is there for. It also has some effects on the digestive system, so it actually inhibits the functions of the stomach in terms of actually digesting food and what actually goes on in the stomach during high intensity activity, because it wants to, I suppose, inhibit all of the unnecessary actions going on to deal with the stress that's currently going on, which is why when you get stressed, some of you can actually have stomach upset, stomach issues. I know I'm someone who when they get stressed, the stomach is the first thing to go. But on the flip side of that, then the parasympathetic nervous system is the rest and digest. And that's the one that promotes relaxation, promotes a slowing of the breathing rate, a slowing of the heart rate, the actions of the stomach, and all those bits and pieces. So what we want to do is we want to try and get from the fight or flight mode, which you are in during your session, provided that it's programmed correctly, and get from that into our rest and digest state as quick as we can post-workout. And the easiest and the quickest way to do that is to breathe properly, and that's what I'm going to do now. So when you've finished, obviously put all your stuff away, grab yourself a mat and pop yourself on the floor. You're going to want to have as many contact points with the floor as you can, just to, it grounds you a little bit more and can make you feel a little bit more relaxed. To, I suppose, go one up, you can throw some earphones in, put on some relaxing music. I know there's a million and one other apps you can use as well, but if you don't want to go down that road, get yourself a mat, pop yourself down on the floor. A couple of other things, like try not to sit on a cold floor. Anything that is going to make you overly aware of something else in your environment, you want to try and cut that out. So from here, my feet are on the floor, could do this barefoot as well. Back is on the floor, head is on the floor, my hands are going to be on the floor as well. If you're not comfortable here, just put them on your chest here. Again, just starting to relax yourself. From here, try and flatten yourself out so your back is relatively flat with the floor. And something in my eye, perfect timing. From here, you're going to just start to breathe properly. Now, the easiest way or the best way that I've found works for most people is to start with what's called box breathing. So that is essentially the same amount of time for your inhales, your holds, and your exhales are all the same length. So it might start at 1 or 2 seconds to make it easy for you. So start at 2, so it's in for 2, hold for 2, and out for 2, hold for 2, in for 2, and so on. You're going to do it for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can start off at 1 or 2 minutes and then build to 3. Again, 5 minutes max should get you into a relatively good state to start the recovery process. From here, the last, I suppose, tip I'll give you as well is if you want to try and breathe exclusively through the nose and not the mouth. So you're in and out through the nose Again, it's just another way of getting you to stimulate that parasympathetic nervous system and get you into that rest and digest state as quick and as efficiently as possible. So from here, I'm relaxed, and close your eyes if you want to, and it's just in for 2, hold for 2, and out for 2. So it's like I said, from there you can build up to adding time to it, so building up to 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, even up to 10 seconds if you can. The goal is to try and get, I suppose, as much air into you as you can. Try not to focus on anything else except for your breathing, so you want to really just heighten your awareness around your breath and remove the distractions from everything else, just to get you into that kind of resting and relaxed state as soon as you can after training. Other than that, give that a try. Put it at the end of all of your sessions, even if at the end of like a working day you want to add that into it as well. Just get yourself into a bit more relaxed state. Learn to breathe properly. I think it's starting to become apparent that a lot of people actually can't breathe properly, and it's causing major issues, I suppose, in terms of the delivery of oxygen to your working muscles, and just being able to get yourself into a more long-term relaxed state, because we're, I suppose, in a more heightened, stressful situation with the pandemic and stuff. It's more beneficial, or it's more crucial than ever that we do things like this and we start to do them properly. And it's really easy, doesn't require a whole lot of equipment. You could introduce a metronome if you wanted to as well. Again, I presume if you Googled it or download an app, that's just where it plays just a sound at the same regular intervals, and you can breathe in response to that, just to keep the rhythmic and the calming effect of that breathing. But that's it. Give that a go. Let me know how you get on. And I will chat to you guys in the next one.